might use it for that as well. So calculator's out. Okay, so turn on your calculator. There's an on button right there. I'm going to maybe zoom way out so that the whole thing shows up. Is that visible? You can see that, right? Okay, I'm going to use a red pen maybe. So there's an on button here. If you want to turn it off, you press second. On again, turns it off. Basics, right? You figured that out already, I'm sure. Another feature here is the clear button. If you press clear, if you're at the bottom of your screen and you press clear, it gets rid of whatever was on your main screen, your home screen, but it's not all gone. If you use arrows up, like if I'm going to use arrow up, it brings it all back. It's still there. Okay, it just got rid of it's kind of like it wipes the board clean so you can do more work, but it's not going to get rid of anything just like that. Okay, so press clear again, just so you have this. Let's go off. Let's say you're trying to figure out different features of this calculator. So let's say for whatever reason you press graph, like up here. I don't know if you get anything. You might not see anything. That's fine. How do you get back to your home screen where you do all the calculations? Pay attention to this one, okay? If you're anywhere lost, you press second and then mode. It quits, right? It will quit whatever you're doing and get you back to the main screen. Okay, this is your home screen. Let's talk about settings real quick before we do anything else. Okay, so everybody pay attention. You want to go to mode, press mode, it's right here. Okay, right next to the second button. Mode. Let's all have math print as our setting, so it just looks nicer when you type things in. So math print is where you want to be at. If it's, for example, if yours is set to classic like that, all you want to do is arrow to the left, hit enter, and it selects math print. Okay, you should all do math print. Next, I want you all to be in float. That should be like that anyways, but it should be float. Then it uses all decimals, it doesn't round. Next, here, this one is very important. You want to be set to degrees. So if if degrees is highlighted for you in grade 11 applied, this is. Grade 12 applied, we want it in radian. For grade 11 applied, we want it in degree. And yours might have been used by grade 12s. So make sure it's set to degree. You got that? You seem all scared. Don't be scared. It's all good. And the last one here, keep going down. I want you to go to the stat wizard. It's right here, that's stat wizard. You see stat wizards? It has wizards apparently. I want it to be off, okay? So make sure it's not in the on position, but that the stats wizards is off. And I'll explain to you later why I want this. Or maybe you won't even find out, but it's better this way, trust me. Have it to set to off, okay? So wizards, we want no wizards. We want it to be in degrees, okay? And we want it in math print, okay? So that's important. How do you get rid of this screen? How do you get back to your home screen? Second mode, right? You get to quit. We're good? If you, yeah. Okay, how do you do that? You go, I'll go back to mode. If you go here, is radians highlighted right now? So you want to go over to degrees and press enter. And then it selects degrees. Got it? Okay. And then you quit this screen, second mode, right? Back to home. At the top, you should see normal, float, degree, right? Those are the important ones right now. One more since I have all your attention here. Let me play around with this first. I always forget the exact. Yeah. I want you to press second and then trace. No. Second zoom, my bad. Second zoom. Do you see this? This screen right here? Second zoom. I want you to go all the way to the top. Sorry, bottom. Bottom. Where it says detect asymptotes, I want off to be highlighted. Okay? So you want to go to off and press enter, and then you have it set to off. That one will affect our graphing later. Got it, guys? Just go. I'll repeat this. Okay, if you're lost, just pay attention. Second, zoom. Go all the way to the bottom. Just arrow down all the way to the bottom till you get to detect asymptotes. I want you to turn off detect asymptotes. If you don't do this, your graphs are going to be very, very slow. It's going to take forever to graph later on. Okay? We're not doing that just yet, but down the road. How do you quit this? Second mode. Back to your home screen. Okay. Now some basics. Let's say you want to square root, or you want to square a number. So let's say we want to square, we're going to go 25 squared. How do you square a number? You use this X2 button right here, where my finger is. Just press that, and then hit enter. So you can see the work, you can see the answer. Okay? How do you square root a number? You press second X2, and it calls the square root, but you got to feed it something. This is how I do it, guys. You can either type in a number, or this is the cool feature of this calculator. Use your arrows and paste that number in. So you can go up, right? Highlight 625. See how it's highlighted? It's very hard for you to see. Let me try that again. I'm going to go up arrow, highlight 625, hit enter. It pastes it into the square root. This is gonna be very, very sweet when we do like ugly decimals, and I want you to use all decimals. Just go up, paste it. Hit enter it again. It takes the square root of that. Okay? However, if you want to cube something, let's cube 2, okay? 2 to the power of 3. How do you do that? Unfortunately, this calculator doesn't have an X3 button. You got to use this. I call this the hat. You see where my finger is right here? The hat button. You got to press that one. And then press 3. Now you're cubing it. Hit enter. 2 cubed is 8. I think we all agree with that. Okay? How do you cube root a number? This one is a pain. I wish they would have put a cube root button on this. So let's cube root, okay? You with me? Math. You got to think of math. Math. Do you see cube root there? The fourth option is a cube root. So you can either press number 4, or you just go down to number 4 and press enter. So let's do that. Let's select that one, cube root. You can either type in 8, or if you're wanting to practice your skills, I'm gonna highlight 8, enter, enter, and then you get that. Yeah, I will repeat it for sure. Not so fast. Okay, one more time. You want a cube root, you got to press math. Do you see the fourth option here? That's cube root right there. You hit enter. It pastes it into your home screen, right? And let's type in a number that's bigger than just 8, right? You can actually type in a number and hit enter. And we're just going to trust it, right? Does that make sense? If I'm going too fast, it's going to be recorded, or you can ask me and do it again, right? That's why I'm recording things. You can slow me down. Okay, one more cool thing. Pay attention to this one. Let's say we want to multiply that answer over there, the 25, by this number over here. I'm just going to go copy paste. So I'm going to go all the way up, arrow up to 25. Highlight 25. You don't pick any number you want. I don't care if you pick 25. Hit enter. Then you go times, press multiply, that number right there.
Trinity Barber to the office, please. Trinity Barber to the office.
Highlight that one, hit enter, and enter one more time. So now it's like multiplying things you've calculated before, and you just do it just like that without having to retype everything and possibly get a number wrong, okay? Like if you use all decimals, chances that you get one of them wrong, it's pretty high, right? And it's frustrating. This way you don't have to worry about that, okay? Let's say you made a mistake. This work right here, you're like, wait a minute, it wasn't supposed to be 25, it's supposed to be 35. You can actually highlight that row, enter, press enter, and now you can edit that. You can be like, wait a minute, I didn't want that to be 25, I wanted it to be 35. So you go all the way to the front, right? Press a 3, hit enter again, and now you have the right answer, okay? So, pretty cool. Quick test. If I wanted you to cube root that, how would you do that? Math, 4, copy paste. What if you just press enter? Because some of our calculators from previous years, if you hit enter right now or equals, it would just automatically take the root of the previous number, right? This one isn't that smart. So if I do it, let's see. If I do this, it's going to be like error, can't do it, right? If you ever get one of these, just quit or go to. Go to it tries to tell you what it's wrong. So let's try go to. It's going to say, hey, that's empty. That's what I don't like. So I'm going to be like, okay, fine, I'll feed you something, right? So I'll just feed it that, hit enter, and now you took the cube root of that. Okay. How do you cube a number? 5 to the power of 3, what would I do? 5 hat 3. Yes, hit enter. It's 125. What if you want to go, what if I go 5 cubed plus 10? 5 to the power of 3, that's cubed. Can I just go plus 10 there? No, don't do it. So what I do here is I use the delete button. I press delete, delete, delete. So how do I go back down? Down arrow or side arrow? Does down work as well? Down arrow worked as well? You tried? I don't, no, down doesn't work. You got to go side arrow. Plus 10. Then it will do it correctly. So at first you're going to be frustrated. You're just going to want to go back to your old calculators, but after a while you're going to love it, right? Most students, they don't want to give it back, right? It's like, oh, I want to keep it, especially in grade 12. Okay? I don't think I've covered everything, but right now you probably have a pretty good idea. One more thing, if you want, they don't pay me to say this, okay? It's called, this is the app right there, Graph and Calc, okay? I have an app, it cost me like $5. I paid it years ago. Oh, it's $5. In grade 12, you're going to find out that it's actually pretty sweet, okay? This one looks like the old model, like we used to have the black and white screens. This one is actually colored screen, so you are lucky that way. But this one is more like the old one, but it still does the exact same thing, okay? So if you're interested, I think Android is free. Graph and Calc, okay? That is the name of the app if you want to look at. And I think there's other ones nowadays, but I think this one is the best that is similar to this one. So that is Calculator 101, guys. So if you need help, I will help you along the way. I think I covered it all right now. I'm just gonna